Hello students, this is the video number 4 about graphical representation of linear motion, second chapter of 9th standard physics. I am your physics teacher Rajesh. So here to discuss this important concept. In this part there are the 3 sub parts, but all are important one. First is displacement time graph, second is velocity time graph, and third one is acceleration time graph. We'll discuss one by one. First we'll discuss displacement time graph. Suppose the body is at rest. The body is at rest. In that case, displacement time graph will be a straight line parallel to time axis. For different intervals, this line will remain same. Suppose it is at 10 meter. For 1 second it will remain at the same position, for 2 seconds at same position, for 3 seconds at the same position. Second one, when the body is moving with the uniform velocity, when the body is moving with uniform velocity, for that case here is the displacement time data. The time is in second and displacement is in meter. For 2 seconds, suppose the displacement is 10 meter. For 4, 20. For 6, 30. And for 8, 40 meter. And how we can draw the graph for this? For this we can draw displacement time graph in this way. Vertical axis for displacement and horizontal axis for time. Now this is for first observation, 2 seconds, then 4, then 6, and the last one is 8. And displacement is 10, then 20, next is for 30, and the last one is for 40. Now if I'll try to draw the displacement time graph, it will be the straight line inclined to time axis. And if I want to get velocity, so any triangle you can get, you can name it OAB. So velocity we can get by finding the slope, and in this triangle OAB, slope is equal to perpendicular upon base. What is the perpendicular? AB, and that is equal to 40 meter. And if we'll go for base OB, that is 8 second. If you will solve, what you will get, that is 5 meter per second. And if you will try to draw the velocity time graph for this example, so how you will get the velocity time graph? Independent variable and dependent variable will play important role. Independent variable will come along x-axis and dependent will come along y-axis. But suppose this is 5 meters, so it will remain same for all the triangles. For this small triangle also slope will be same, and even if you will consider this full triangle, the slope will remain same. So for all the intervals which I have taken earlier, for all the intervals velocity is going to be same, that will remain 5. So it means body moves with uniform velocity. Uniform velocity. So in second point, velocity time graph. Now we'll discuss this part. Velocity time graph, I have taken this example. Now here the body is moving with this much velocity, 5 meter per second. This is for velocity, 5 meter per second. Now it is continuously increasing its values, 0, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here it will become 5 and now again decreasing its value. And now it is changing its direction. To this side, its direction is negative and will become -5, will remain same, uniform, and then return to 0, then increasing its value to 5, will remain 5 and then back to 0. Now total time for this is 13 seconds. And in this case, if we want to get the distance from this velocity time graph, so how we can get the velocity time graph from here? Simply to find the total distance, we'll take area of triangle ABC plus area of trapezium, that is CDEF plus area of again trapezium, that is FGHI. So area of triangle is half into base into height. For this, half into base, that is 4 from here to here, AC, into height. What is the height? 5. This is for area of triangle. Come to this area of trapezium. Sum of parallel sides, half into sum of parallel sides. So one side is 8 minus 5, that is 3, plus another one is 9 minus 4, that is 5. Half into sum of parallel sides into perpendicular distance, that is height, and that is 5, plus area of this trapezium. Again the same formula, half into sum of parallel sides, that is 4 plus 2. This is 2 for GH, and from here to here, that is 4. 13 minus 9 into height, that is the perpendicular distance. What is the perpendicular distance? 5. Now calculate. Here is 10 plus, this will give you 8. Here you will have 4 into 5, that is 20, plus this is 4 plus 2, 6. You can cut with this, it will be 15. So distance is, total distance is 45. 10, 20, 30, 45 meter. And total displacement for that, this part will take as negative, because here it is changing its direction. So that is 10 minus 20 plus 15, and the answer is 5 meter. That is for displacement. That is for displacement. Total displacement. Now the third point is acceleration time graph. For this very simple example I am considering here, that is free fall of ball under the effect of gravity. Actual value of gravity is 9.8 meter per second square, but I am taking here approximated value, that is 10. So see here, this is the value of acceleration due to gravity. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the body is falling freely, it will remain same, that is 10 only. So I can get from this acceleration time graph this velocity time graph. But how it is coming, try to understand. As you know, velocity is equal to acceleration into time. So from here, if we want to get area, this acceleration into time, we can get that for different interval by finding the area under this first rectangle. For 1 second, I can get area of rectangle OABP for 2 seconds. Then rectangle will become OACQ. This full rectangle, area of OACQ for 3 seconds. The area of this rectangle OADR for 4 seconds, area of rectangle this complete OAES, and for the last interval, that is 5 seconds, velocity we can get by finding this complete area of this area time acceleration time sketch, that is OAFT. Okay, now try to solve this. As you know, area of rectangle OABP, here is the point P, that is length into breadth. So length is 10, breadth is say 1. So 10 into 1, 10 meter per second. Then 10 into 2, 10 into 3, 10 into 4, and 10 into 5. This 10 will remain same. Length for all the intervals will remain same. But here breadth is 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then last is 5. So here velocity is 20 meter per second, then 30 meter per second, 40 meter per second, and the last one is 50 meter per second. And corresponding to this, I can draw velocity time graph for the same interval. Now see, the velocity is increasing 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Here also 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. For 1 second, 2, 3, 4, 5. This kind of velocity time sketch you will get. So here is the straight line inclined to the time axis. I can get from here displacement time graph also. So for that few calculation I have to do. Displacement for 1 second, that I can get by finding the area of triangle, this triangle OAP. OAP. What is that? Half into base into height, and the value is 5 meter. For this triangle you can get the area. So displacement that I am writing with this S, denoting with this S for 2 second, that I can get by finding the area of triangle OBQ. This complete triangle now. How we can get that? Half into base into height. That is 2 into 20. This is the base and this is the height, 20. So what is the answer? 20 meter. Then S for 3 second. How we can get that? By finding area of triangle. Now this triangle will come. OCR. And formula is half into base into height. And if you'll get the answer, that is 40 meter. Now as for 4 second, how we can get that? Area of triangle, that is this triangle now. ODS. Half, base is 4, height is 40. This is the height, this is the base. So answer is 80 meter. And the last one, as for 5 second, that is half into 5 into 50. That is the area of last triangle. What is that triangle? OET. And if you solve, what you will get as answer? That is 125 meter. 125 meter. Now मैं कैसे सेटिंग कर लिया जी. As we have got displacement for 1 second is 5 meter, for 2 second it is 20 meter, for 3 second 45 meter, 4 second 80 meter, and the last interval 5 second, that is 125 meter. So I can easily draw displacement time graph. For that, for first second the displacement is 5 meter here. For 2 second displacement is 20 meter. For 3 second displacement is 45 meter. Here. For 4 second the displacement is 80 meter. This one. And for 125 the time interval is 5 seconds. I will try to get the curve. It will be in this way, curve line. Here the observation point for displacement time graph. So in this part we have seen, as the example is for free fall of ball under the effect of gravity, this is the acceleration time graph. From this calculation, from this graph, we can easily get the velocity time sketch, and by the velocity time sketch, this calculation, we can easily draw the displacement time graph. So all are interrelated. From displacement time sketch we can get velocity time graph, and from velocity time graph we can get acceleration time graph. So with this, B part of motion in one dimension chapter is over. So in next video we'll discuss C part, that is the equations of motion. Thank you.